Hello, Tom from Tabletop Taproom. We got another miniatures video. And I bought miniatures off of Temu. Did I get taken? We will make that determination today. Now, you've all seen, if you're on social media, go through your feed. And if you're watching this, if you're a fan of this show, chances are you're into RPGs, to role-playing games, and miniatures. There's a good chance of that. And if you're at all on social media, your feed is probably full of Kickstarters for new RPG, ads from companies selling miniatures, Kickstarter for miniatures. And you've seen the ads, and you've probably seen in your feed when you're scrolling through it and you see something interesting and you go to click on it because you think it's a post, and it takes you to a company's web store, and they're selling miniatures. And a couple of times that's happened to me, and it's been Temu. But Temu's weird. Temu is weird because you get in there and it does this spinner thing, and you got to push the button to start the spinner going. You got to push the button to stop the spinner. And let's see what you got. Oh, 100% off. And let's find out how many. And then it's like they show you the cards. 2 free gifts, 3 free gifts, 1 free gift. And then they flip them over and it shuffles them, and you got to try to watch it with your eye. So you click on one and, oh, 3 free gifts, 100% off. Oh my God, who does business this way? And, I just looked at that as there's just no such thing as a free lunch. It's probably BS, and I've always clicked out of it. Well, it happened again, and I just got wondering, I says, who can really do business this way? I'm curious. Let's go ahead and find out. And so I went ahead and ordered. I went ahead and put up with the pulling the slot machine thing with the spinner and got my 3 free gifts, 100% off. And so I've actually done this whole process, done a lot of digging into Temu, and we're going to break that down today. But before we get too far into the video, I want to say thanks for watching the video. Thanks to my subscribers. You guys are great. And don't forget that like, subscribe, and bell icon. You know the deal. And moving right along. So you've probably seen this infamous Temu spinner. So, this is like going to a casino. What are you going to win? Yeah, except everybody wins. Everybody wins on this. It's funny to me. And what did I win? 100% off, and I got 3 free items. And so here's what I ordered. So you go through there, and it's a very controlled thing. It's because Temu has a website. Well, actually, let me explain what Temu is. Temu is like Amazon. They're a Chinese company trying to compete with Amazon, but they do it in a way like Amazon is just on the web. You just go on the web. It's just another tab in your browser, and you can search for anything. And chances are they have it, and they will sell it and ship it to you. And if you've got Amazon Prime, free shipping. Woohoo! So that's Amazon. And people are familiar with Amazon, but Temu is a walled garden. It's an app. And so it's not part of the classic internet. You need internet, but it's a walled garden, and they control what you see. And so it was a Chinese company, and they used to be just a clearinghouse for other Chinese companies selling things. And if you are selling on Temu and you don't reach certain sales benchmarks, they will boot you. So again, they control what's in there. And they'll put you out. Hey, you ain't selling? You here, you better sell. And they actually pressure companies to sell things, I've learned, below the point at which that company can make money on the item. So Temu can make money on the item, but the company can't make money on the item. And if you don't like that, and you're not making quota, we'll boot you out. they'll put you out. So they're kind of not a nice company from what I can tell. Now, the Chinese company selling Chinese goods, except now because of the whole tariff dealio, a loophole has been closed. A tariff loophole was closed, and Temu had to evolve their whole business, and now they are selling for American manufacturers who get in. Now, companies like to sell on Temu because it's a good place to get rid of discontinued items and overstock, clean out your warehouse. You don't want to pay to keep stuff in a warehouse. Okay, so at a certain point, you just want it gone, and you want to get some money for it. So they're willing to mark it down, and they love using Temu for that. That's part of the attraction, I guess. And Temu sells everything under the sun, except because I've clicked on ads on Facebook. Temu knows I'm into miniatures, I'm into gaming, I'm into crafting. They know I'm into the kind of craft supplies that you would use for miniatures, for terrain building, or artists doing dioramas with historical models. So this is what they show me. So they show you as you get your free things, and there is no such thing as a free lunch. We all know that. We're all adults. We know really nothing's free. But they show you stuff. So I decided, all right, I'm going to do this thing, and I'm going to just pick things that I really think I probably use. Like you can see here, these 3 wolves. I think they might have been the first thing I picked. Yeah, who can't use some wolves, right? I certainly can use some wolves, on the gaming table. And I'm doing some things with some goblin miniatures, so I just thought some extra wolves, never going to hurt. And then I just said, what the hell? I clicked on this catapult. And then this here, you can't, let me blow it up. Now you can see it a little bit better. It's a cart with a hay bale on it. Sadly, this hay bale is one piece, a part of that. And the cart does like to sit that way. So I might need to glue a little washer up underneath the front end to help it stay down. So I'm thinking, great, I'm getting 3 free things with free shipping. Stop right there. No, you're not. No, I've got to make some qualifying purchases. I figured something out with Temu here, and I'll explain that. I had to buy $20 worth of stuff. So that's what these other things are sitting over here. This was a civilian casualties. I think it was actually listed as civilian casualties. It's a plague cart. Bring out your dead. Monty Python, bring out your dead. And they bring them out, throw them on the plague cart. So yeah, this is, and so I paid for this, and I paid for these cargo piles. And all told, it was $24. $23.70 what I paid. Free shipping though. And I just thought, and I thought, well, I'm not getting anything free here, am I really? And clearly there is something going on here. They're making money on the front end because there's at least 3 different companies represented here in this purchase of 5 items. And each of those companies is expecting to get paid for their product, are they not? So it's not really free. So money's being made to pay for that product because that company ain't doing this for free, even though Temu's free stuff, right? So I did another, because Temu, once you're in and you're registered with the app and you got the app on your phone, Temu starts stroking your fur. They start petting your ego. You are a top buyer. I've done one purchase for $24. I am a top buyer. I am an elite buyer. I mean, they start telling you, just stroking your fur to keep you going. And that's the whole idea, is to get you into their walled garden and keep you in there and not let you go out to the internet lest you see Amazon, is the idea. So I did a second purchase, got 100% off 2 items this time. And the first time I picked inexpensive items. I just picked stuff I thought I would use. And so this time I went looking for stuff I might use, but I want to try to maximize a little bit on the free, right? Okay, so I picked the 2. It was very controlled. I noticed it was very controlled. It wasn't showing me everything it was showing me before. It was really controlling what it was showing me. And because I kept scrolling and there was things I wanted to get for free and it was not showing me those things. So when I finally picked 2 items, it wanted me to make qualifying purchases of $30. Now I had chosen more in free stuff that second time. And so now my qualifying purchases were correspondingly higher. The business model here is that they'll give you free stuff, but they've marked up everything else to the point where they can say, all right, we need you to spend $20 or more, $30 or more, or $50 or whatever it is to justify giving you the free stuff we gave you and the free shipping, because that's got to get paid for too. So that's how the business works. Now, what happened when the stuff came in? Now, because there have been complaints, packages don't arrive. Temu customers, packages don't arrive, complete wrong package. Well, there was a problem with my package, and let me show you. Now, I'm very happy with 4 out of 5 of those miniatures I purchased. Happy with the wolves, happy with the civilian casualties, plague cart, catapult, and the hay cart. Very happy with those. The 3D printing on them is excellent. This was the photo used to sell cargo piles. All right. Looks fantastic. This is not a photo. This is artwork, actually. All right. See a difference? See the 3D printing line striations there on the bags? All of the bags look crappy. The rope, not so bad. The barrels, you can see the 3D lines there, but they kind of get lost a little bit because there's effort made to make the barrel have the rough wood texture. So this was not as advertised. And I was like, I would have never bought this. And this was the item I bought as a qualifying purchase. I would have never bought this. It's useless to me. I don't want to do the work to fix that. You can see in this picture, these are better printed models. So they're able to print the models at the standard of that piece of artwork they used to sell this to me, because I pulled this. These were later pictures to convince you to buy. These look fine. I would happily prime and paint these and not sweat the 3D printing. So they're able to print at a better quality, but they chose not to. They sell you. They've printed at a better quality and painted them and used them to sell to you, but they're just like, screw it. And the name of this company is OM Global. Not all the companies you can find their name in the listing for the item, but OM Global, shame on you. You're using pictures that don't match the product that you're selling. And so I asked for the chargeback. I said I wanted a refund, and Temu were like, you qualify for a one-time, get your money back, go ahead and keep the item. Oh, great. That's great. So one time you can do a chargeback and just keep it. But in the future, if you keep doing that, they're going to want you to mail it. So it's going to cost you something to mail it. And that's kind of a little bit of a subtle, like, do I want to bother? Do I really want to bother over $7, $8, $10? I don't know. So that's how that went, and I got my money back within a day. So ultimately, I don't think I was that happy with the Temu experience. Uh, there is a search feature on there, same as Amazon. You can search for a particular product, but it has to be a product that they are choosing to sell. So in a lot of cases, like I went looking for Army Painter acrylic markers. Seems to be a new item, and I saw an ad for it, and I was like, yeah, I'm interested. And I can get acrylic markers, but they're kind of, I anticipate these were cheap knockoffs because they're giving me like 46 for $10. I was looking for the Army Painter. Can't find it on Temu. You can find it on Amazon. You can put in Army Painter, boom, right there. Free shipping too. Temu is a walled garden. They control what you see. They which means they're lying to you when they tell you this is free. You're paying for it. So it is a lie. They do a lot of stroking of your ego. Oh, you're wonderful. You're such a wonderful buyer. You're a top buyer. Woohoo. So I mean, if you like having your ego stroked and you don't mind being lied to, but I think most of us kind of, yeah, and they're trying to give you an experience that's like going to the casino. You're pulling on the slot machine to see what you get. Oh, you're gonna get 100% off. You're gonna get free gifts. There's constant promotions every day of the week. There's a new promotion. You don't like a promotion you got today, wait a day. Be a new one tomorrow. It's a little bit scammy. They're controlling. They're funneling you to knockoff companies. And the company just doesn't seem like a very nice company. They seem like a heavy-handed, put your nose to the grindstone. We'll lean on you as for the mom and pop operations that are making some of these 3D miniatures. And they sell everything under the sun, even apparel. Although the only apparel they showed me was like D&D apparel, and I did see some evidence of unlicensed theft going on, where clearly this manufacturer was not Wizards of the Coast selling on Temu. And so, that would have had to have been licensed, and I doubt it was, So I saw some of that. So Temu, my verdict is I bought miniatures. They delivered them to me. One was not as advertised. They gave me back my money. Technically not a scam, but the company is run in a very scammy way. They lie to you, stroke your ego, try to keep you in a walled garden. I don't like that. So, and why not just use Amazon? The price will be the price. There's no bullshit. You buy what you want. You go looking for what you want. You find what you want, and you can buy it. Whereas Temu's like, oh, we're gonna put the pressure on you. You got a free thing, but it's time limit. You gotta claim it now. Got so much time. Put the pressure to you. Gotta buy. Oh, there's a qualifying purchase. Yeah, well, to get your free gift, you want that, don't you? And we're gonna give you $100 in coupons. Yeah, no. This is time for Tabletop Tap Room. Not a great experience, and recommending Amazon. Temu just comes off as scammy. So, as always, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget that like, subscribe, bell icon. Keep on gaming. Maybe don't do it with stuff from Temu.